You're watching UnrealEntGaming. This is Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. You want to see me turn Super Saiyan? Or should I take it to the next level? I'm also the narrator, too. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, make sure and smash subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Now, Jiren vs Vegeta was originally something that so many fans wanted to see happen in the original airing of Dragon Ball Super's Tournament of Power, but instead, we had that fight go down in a fan manga to where Goku never obtained Ultra Instinct, and everyone outside of Goku and Vegeta were the last remaining fighters in the ring against Jiren. And from there, they fused into creating Vegito, to where Vegito battled against Jiren with everything he had, but even then, wasn't able to fully stop him unless he pushed himself into using Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 30. And although this was beginning to break Vegito's body down by the end, the fight did serve its purpose. As once more before we begin, if you are new to this channel and have a love and passion for all things Dragon Ball and anime related, then be sure to go on ahead and smash that subscribe button on this channel and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon to never miss a single upload. And of course, if you guys are stoked, ready, and excited for more future Dragon Ball Super content, along with content from the fan manga and fan animation community, then be sure to give this video a big thumbs up by slapping that like button down below. In this Dragon Ball Super fan animation, we take a different approach to Jiren meeting Vegito, as the last remaining fighters from the 7th universe are Goku, Frieza, and Vegeta, which I do still think, in my own opinion, should have originally happened from the get-go given their history. But with Jiren fighting all three of them at the same time, what I find impressive is how at one point Golden Frieza and both Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta are triple teaming Jiren at the same time, but Jiren effortlessly counters by smacking each and every single one of them away with essentially no effort being put into anything, as of course we even get to see little bits and pieces of Goku having to use Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, and although effective, Krillin went on to comment, yes, a direct hit. With the Supreme Kai adding, we can win this. If those three work together, they can beat Jiren. But this is where the Supreme Kai of the 11th universe jumps in, as he goes on to laugh and commenting, one lucky hit and you think you can win? Haven't you noticed? Jiren hasn't been serious with those three yet, implying the fact that this entire time, Jiren is in fact holding back. To in which we get to see how Jiren further showcases his power, just as we've seen go down in the original Tournament of Power. What the animator made sure he had done was display the level of brutality that Jiren has in the fact that he's been fighting all three of them by using just a little bit of his power, and now that everyone begins to realize this, Beerus in fact quickly went along to acknowledge this by commenting, "This is bad. You both need to use it now." So in fact, Beerus does know that Goku and Vegeta in fact have something in the ring, and Beerus wants him to use it now before it's too late. As only then Belmont takes the opportunity in having to comment, "It looks like the real fight is just about to begin," and rightfully so, as Jiren takes initiative. Frieza, Goku, and Vegeta all try to do everything in their ability to tag team against Jiren, but Jiren simply blows everybody away. And this is most interesting because as we get to see them all triple team Jiren, he smacks Frieza, he smacks Vegeta, he smacks Goku without any real target in mind, given the fact that he's welcoming the challenge in fighting all three of them at the exact same time. And being the fact that those four are the only ones left in the ring, they're open to do whatever they want because there's nobody in the ring remaining, which is why they're literally taking up the entirety of the tournament stage in simply having to target one single individual, and this individual is strong enough to welcome the challenge of all three, which again he does. As Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku charges on in, he immediately gets one-shotted into the rocks, with Vegeta quickly stepping on in. It's really easy to see how Jiren was displaying his power so effortlessly against the Saiyans, and every single time they made a move, he made sure that he was there to stop them in their tracks, which I will say, the animation behind this looks absolutely incredible, so I do encourage you guys to check out SLH's animation on his channel because this is only a small sneak peek as to what is to come in the foreseeable future, which is also going to be a small glimpse inside of Jiren's power, at least for fan animations going forward, as only then the Universe 7 spectators can only watch in awe as Krillin goes on to comment they're completely overpowered. But this doesn't stop Golden Frieza from quickly having to react to this in creating multiple energy blasts, which he uses in throwing in Jiren's direction, and I love how Jiren so casually attempts to dodge this, but he ends up getting hit by one of the blasts. But even then, as he's standing there, you can see based on Jiren's demeanor that he's not concerned, that he's not overpowered by Frieza, and in fact he's not even doing much to actually counter the attack, but more or less just simply stand there as we've seen Jiren do before in Dragon Ball Super, and even in some cases within Super Dragon Ball Heroes as well. What I find very entertaining about this is how the Elder Kai even goes on to ask, did he get him? With Beerus thinking to himself, no, it's too easy, and through the smoke, you can feel Jiren's presence still in the ring because Frieza is visibly angry until out of nowhere, Jiren just suddenly appears, and right before actually making physical contact with Frieza, out of nowhere there is a disturbance behind Jiren as Goku and Vegeta use the Potara earrings in finally having to create the singular warrior known as Vegito, with Vegito quickly transforming into Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, followed by adapting Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken on top of Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, introducing us all to Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Kaioken Vegito, which when compared to the original fan manga is quite different, as in the manga, Vegeta went on to comment to Goku, "This is the last time that I am ever fusing with you again." And with Goku and Vegeta finally having to combine bodies, Vegito is born, first having to be introduced in base, as base Vegito goes on to tell Jiren, "Now you will see what we are truly capable of, Jiren." As base Vegito transforms into Super Saiyan Blue, in the manga, we never got Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Kaioken Vegito, but instead, simply Super Saiyan Blue. And with that in the manga, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito quickly charges on in directly fighting against Jiren, and it would appear that even Jiren in base, without having to use more or less of his full power, is still holding the upper hand against Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, as Jiren even went as far as speed blitzing Vegito and getting directly behind him and having to nearly choke him to death. And yes, that's how powerful Jiren was in this fan manga when compared to Vegito, but in this fan animation with Vegito having to stare down against Jiren, we also went as far as to see how Jiren took notice of this, as of course Krillin went along to comment, "That is Vegeta's Super Saiyan Blue Limit Breaker and Goku's Kaioken times 20, as Piccolo replies, "And those forms are used by a fusion being. I can't imagine the limit of his power." And Jiren takes great interest in this because if you also paid attention, Jiren in fact did not physically make contact with Frieza right before punching him, but instead let him be, as his main focus now is an entirely different being, which Jiren does instantly teleport in front of Vegito, as Toppo goes on to state his energy level is incredible. It hooks Jiren's interest, and with Jiren having to stare down Vegito, with Vegito having to stare down Jiren, we can only anticipate as slowly but surely time begins to run out and Vegito is the first to make his move, which I will say, as soon as Vegito clocks in his attempts of kicking Jiren's head off, what Jiren ends up doing is easily, without breaking a sweat, dodge Vegito's kick, but Vegito, having to be as fast as he is, channels up his Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken powers in the form of a fist and slowly but surely ends up clocking Jiren so hard in the face that Jiren's body is literally being dragged halfway across the field, but Jiren isn't finished, because just as Jiren is about to unleash a massive attack, so is Vegito. And as they clash fists, we get to notice for the first time how there's bruising around Jiren's face and there's blood dripping from his mouth, as Vegito's final words to Jiren are, "I like your new look. It suits you." With everyone on the spectator seats having to watch in complete awe, the Dragon Ball Super fan animation special then comes to a close with a promise that we are eventually going to see full power Jiren versus Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Evolution Vegito, which of course again is very different when compared to the manga, because in the manga, after Jiren had went full power, Vegito then went along to raise his power level after Jiren had claimed that he had won, and with Vegito then having to use a higher variation of Kaioken, it was then very evident that he was going to combine his powers in using the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 30 final Kamehameha, to where even in the manga, Jiren is very resilient, as of course he went along to tell Vegito, "Warrior of the 7th universe, it is useless to believe that you can defeat me." And with Jiren taking initiative in challenging Vegito's final Kamehameha, at a certain point we do get to see how Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 30 Vegito's Kamehameha actually makes contact, to where once Vegito ends up blasting Jiren with the final Kamehameha, Goku and Vegeta have burned through their powers so much that they ended up defusing, with Goku having to state, "All of our energies were in that attack," as Vegeta replies, "Damn it, I have no strength. I can hardly stand." With Jiren having to emerge from the smoke, he went along to tell the Saiyans, "I must admit that if I had not done anything, that attack would have pulverized me. Universe 7 has formidable warriors, but they have nothing else to offer. This attack will decide everything." So we didn't get to quite see that in this fan animation, but as of course everything does end up continuing, it's Android 17 who ends up stepping forward, as he ended up being the deciding factor, to which he ended up sacrificing himself, with Golden Frieza having to pop out of the woodwork and having to comment, "I already told you not to tell me what I have to do, you piece of scrap." And with 17 having to cling on to Jiren for dear life, he went along to tell Jiren, "Did you forget about me? Do not think I'll let go that easily," with Frieza having to knock Jiren and 17 into the void. At the end in this fan manga, Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza were the last remaining warriors on the tournament stage, as of course Universe 7 were the deciding victors of this story. But I want to get your thoughts in the comment section below about what SLH Animation should do for part 2 of Jiren vs Vegito, as I do encourage you guys to also check out his channel. I do want to see something involving perhaps maybe a different variation of Vegito having to fight full power Jiren, because we've seen lots of people introduce the concept of Ultra Instinct Vegito versus Jiren, which in reality would be a complete wash with the win having to carry with Vegito here. But in terms of the overall animation that you guys saw here today versus the manga concept, which version do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer the fan animation, or do you guys prefer the fan manga when it trickles down to the concept of Vegito versus Jiren? To where you guys can find the Vegito versus Jiren fan manga located down in the description box below. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Once more, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to go on ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon. Once you guys click on the little gearbox and enable all notifications, you will then be able to get all of my videos without any setbacks, so be sure to turn on notifications and be a part of the notification squad. Thank you all so much once more for watching. Tune back in for the next video, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys down in the comment section below. Take it easy, everybody. Peace. And a quick little reminder before you guys go, if you guys are unaware, I do have a second gaming channel located down in the description box below, so be sure to head on over to Unreal Royale and hit that subscribe button along with turning on all notifications, as to there, you guys will find all different kinds of gaming content that you will not get to find on UnrealEntGaming, titles and video games such as Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Gears of War, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Z Legends, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Minecraft, Blair Witch, and many other retro games on that channel. So if you guys are into gaming, then make sure you guys subscribe over on Unreal Royale. I want to thank you all so much for your time, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Also follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead! Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god.
The fuck, someone? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes, but Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Frieza.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!
UnrealEntGaming, but once you get video, lots of likes, or Bill will turn you into chocolate!
Vados, get over here! Tell these mortals that I'm the biggest UnrealEntGaming fan.
This is my moment. I'm a part of his notification squad. Universe 7 can have all the fun. I just want the food.
And don't forget to leave a comment on this video. Show some love for the best community on YouTube.
Kakarot!